very good afternoon to all the participants. I'm Mrs. Madhura Mane. Head of the MBA Department of CSIBER Kolhapur. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome all the participants and our resource person for the session, Ms. Lavanya Patel. Mentorship is a very old concept. We as academicians know the importance of mentorship, but how to make or have or be a part of transformational mentorship, that is a real challenge in the current scenario. And that is the reason why we have arranged this session on this topic. I'm indeed privileged to welcome the resource person for this session, Ms. Lavanya Patel, who is from Vapi, Gujarat. She is currently the director of Ananya Life Skills Center, Vapi. She is a psychologist and a counselor. She is a hypnotherapist, an NLP international trainer, a motivational speaker, and a life coach. She has worked extensively in the field of mental health, psychotherapies, training and coaching for the last 20 years. She has worked relentlessly in the field of mental health and has been awarded Women of Distinction 2020 for her valuable services to the society. She has been a trainer and coach for the workforce and executives of many different companies all over India, Sun Unilever, Reliance Industries, Crompton Greaves, the police department, to name a few. She has also worked closely with Rotary International and Lions Club. She was a board member of Child Welfare Society, Prevention of Sexual Harassment, TV Channel Regulation Committee of Daman and Diu, and she was in charge of mental health programs in school in the Union Territory. I'm indeed honored, ma'am, to welcome you as the resource person of this session.
Thank you.
I'm very sure that all the participants will benefit greatly from your insights and guidance. I hand over the session to you, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. Will you allow me to share this screen, ma'am?
Yes, of course, ma'am.
Yeah, okay, right. So a very great morning. I think this is afternoon, okay. A great afternoon, and my sincere gratitude to Dr. Kale and his team and ma'am for giving me the opportunity to interact with the learned friends in this FTP. And let me begin with one quote. And the quote says, if we are thinking a year ahead, sow a seed. If we are thinking 10 years ahead, plant a tree. And if we are thinking 100 years ahead, educate people. So we belong to the same community. So welcome all the visionaries in this session. So today we have a very, very beautiful topic, transformational mentorship in current scenario. And as we all are experiencing the current scenario is it's very transformational. Actually, it's a global transformation, because earlier we used to read, but this time we are experiencing what one is doing affects the whole world, right? And this is the digital revolution. Because I was just listening the last session, it was a wonderful session, and people were asking whether the technology can replace us. So in this session, you will get the answer, very scientific answers. Your place can never be replaced, right? So this is the digital revolution. Now, the point is there is no boundary for growth, connectivity, opportunity, and people are there to welcome all the innovative ideas and the innovative people. But now the needs are very different. Now our challenges are very different, and our lifestyle has also become very different. And the most important thing is, Corona is teaching us your IQ is important. but your emotional quotient and spiritual quotient are more important than your intelligence quotient, right? So we are handling the most important job in the universe, and our job is sculpting the young brains, right? So once Michelangelo told that there is a statue in every stone. What we are supposed to do, we need to remove all the unnecessary and take the statue to the light. That's how our work is, right? So, but till now, because this pandemic time has taught us and shown us so many things, not only about the youngsters, but about the mentors also. A lot of stress, anxiety, depression, fear, so many things are there happening. It means something needs to be changed, and that change should be very core, right? Because now, till now, we have learned very nicely what we are supposed to do, what the students supposed to do, and few of them are also learned how to do that, right? So what we are supposed to do and how to do that, we are very good in that, and we are imparting the knowledge continuously, and we are making the students ready for the job. And the curriculum based teaching and the focus of the learning is to know and be aware about the surrounding, to learn and do something in your life, to learn and live together in a beautiful society. But somewhere we're missing the most important part. Why to do all these things? Because why is the most important thing, and this pandemic has told us you're very much aware what to do. Many of us are very much aware how to do that, but this why is your emotional energy. This is the fuel, this is the power which makes you completely irresistible in every kind of situation, in any kind of challenge, in any kind of environment which is not very comfortable to you. So this time we need to focus what we are choosing to do, what the profession we have opted, and what is the model we are presenting to our students. Why should they do this? What is the purpose behind that? What is the force? What is the energy? And if that force is so powerful, it means irrespective of any situation, you are supposed to do. That is called your perseverance, right? So when we as a mentor, as a teachers, as a coach, if we are very much aware about why we are teaching them, why we are developing them, why we are mentoring them, so that is the transformation of the student's brain, because they will also come to know why they are receiving all this information, why they are waking up in the morning, why they are sitting for hours and hours for studies, why they are doing so many projects. The why is the crux, right? So I'll just show you, because this why is the only thing which never ever can replace you with the technology. Technology can give you what to do and how to do, but it's only you. You can motivate them, you can empower them, you can energize them, you can make them enthusiastic. Why to do that? So we need to understand कि हमारी जगह कहाँ है, where are we standing, right? So I'll just show you in the slide. One sec, I'll just share you. Right. Is it visible? Yeah? Is the slide visible? Yeah? Can anybody? Yes?
Yes, madam. It is visible.
Yes,
Right.
ma'am.
Okay. So now we need to understand what is our role in transformation in the life, right? This is the neurological level. And we need to understand till now what we are doing and what is the next task. Now see the lower layer. Lower layer says environment, right? what to do, where to do, when to do, with whom to do. It means it is deciding the location and the context of teaching, context of experiences, context of taking and giving the knowledge and the information, right? And this decides where we want the result, where we want the outcome. So we are working very nicely on the environment level, right? Now the next layer is the behavior, means what you are supposed to do in your life, how to think, how your behavior should be there, what should be the reaction, what should be the actions you are supposed to take. It means we are giving them what is the behavior they need to take by demonstrating our behavior. This ladder is also going to be very nicely. Now the third one, we are the professors of higher education. So we are working on the skill enhancement, capability enhancement, competency level, potential level, and imparting so much knowledge. And we are trying to develop so many abilities in young brain, right? So we are working wholeheartedly in creating the environment so our child will grow and get the outcome, right? How the behavior must be, so the interpersonal relation should be very good, right? The harmony will be there. And the third layer, we are giving a lot of exposure in the platform to develop their skills, ability, potentials, right? And now the point is, all these three were surface. Now we need to go to the core level, right? That's how we are facing, because we are not doing the work on these. We are facing so many trouble in dealing with the teenagers, in dealing with the young adults, in dealing with the stress, anxiety, and insecurity, because we are somewhere not working appropriately on next the three layers. Next is, what is the values, what are the beliefs, what is the motivation, what is the purpose of doing certain tasks. That's how parents are all the time after, professors are all the time after. Time is very tough. If you're not able to do work in the time, a tough competition is waiting for you. You're not able to survive. But once the why is important, once the why is very clear, once the child is self-motivated, when the child is purpose-driven, the values are there, the beliefs are there. I believe about myself. Yes, I can do. It is important for me. It is valuable for me, and I can do anything to get that. If that is inserted, it means then the next level will be there. Next level is actually who you are. If the student is talking about, it's very tough, it's not possible for me, examination is very tough, getting into this company is very tough. Now see the vocabulary. This person is identifying himself with all sorts of helplessness, hopelessness, and the failures. If the identity is of a flop or the failure, now see what should be the belief about the person. What sort of skills and capabilities, how much hard you're working, but are you able to develop those skills and ability, who is also believing that I cannot go there, I cannot achieve that, it is very impossible, it is very tough, right? And how the behavior we can expect from this person, right? And what sort of friendship this person is going to inculcate, right? So the next is identity. With whom the person is identifying, the student is identifying with whom. Are we that role model? Right? We are imparting the knowledge. Do we identify with whom? If we are using the word tough, competition, difficult, impossible, you need to take so many things all together. If we are giving this type of picture, means as a mentor, with whom we are identifying. So we need to take care. We are the role models for these students, for these young girls, and they are identifying themselves with us, and then only they are moving ahead. So it means our identity and their identity should be so clear, it should be above their level. That's how they can raise their standards, right? And the final value, the very core value, what is the purpose? What is your place in the whole universe? Because you're alive, you must have the purpose. Might be possible you are 10 times failure, you are 20 times failure, but still you are alive. It means you have a very bigger purpose, and the whole universe is supporting your purpose. That's why you are here. So you need to feel encouraged, you need to feel motivated, you need to feel highly empowered, because you have a special place in the whole world. And until unless you are not contributing to the universe, you are breaking the chain. That's how pandemics took place. Right? So we need to understand what is the goal, and while imparting the knowledge, we need to show through our values, our beliefs, our identity, and our spirituality, because we are dealing with the spirits, we are dealing with the souls, which has infinite power. So how can I use the term for myself and for others? It is not possible. You need to do so many things for that. It means I'm putting question mark on my competency and putting question mark on the other's competency, right? So I'm just showing you this chart. This is at the neurological level. We need to work, because environment, behavior, skills, and abilities, these are the surface values. We need to go deeper, because this deeper is the root of the tree. The more and more roots are there, the strength is there. It means whatever the tornado is there, whatever the things are there in the environment, it can shake the tree, but it can never remove the tree, because the roots are there, the purpose is there, the contribution is there. That's how we need to develop the young brains. And who can do all these things? If you want to do so many things for them, it means we need to be that much powerful. One sec. One sec. Right. So we need to be that much powerful to inculcate that type of thing. So let's begin with the thing. How can we do that? Because we are working to create successful citizens, successful people, success. We are also thinking about the success. So are we understanding the basic of that success? Because success means 20% mechanics. And mechanics is what? Whatever we are learning in the college. In college is giving us the horizontal growth, because it's giving us the mechanics, what to do, and how to do. And somehow the students are developing, having the growth like the creeper. They are weak in stem, and they grow along the ground, around another plant, and up a wall by extending the branches. This is horizontal growth. But who will decide the vertical growth, right? Vertical growth, 80% is psychology. Psychology means how do you think about yourself? How you talk to self? How do you feel about yourself? How do you create the belief inside your brain? And what is your attitude towards yourself? And what do you value? And with whom you identify, that decides your altitude, right? That is the vertical progress. So we need to understand, as an atom, 20% everybody is getting in the college. But while giving the knowledge, if we are sharing the knowledge of psychology, you need to think powerful, you need to feel best about yourself, you need to develop that attitude. It means give you the identity, and it decides. Yeah. Okay, so 80% decides through psychology. It means it creates the internal GPS which directs to make the choices towards your goal, right? So we need to understand, as a mentor, where the vertical growth is happening. It's happening inside first, then only it get manifested outside. So for that, we as a mentor, because if we are not powerful enough, we cannot empower the young brains, right? So I'm just giving you the 5 big personality traits. We need to dig out these personality traits first. within, then only we can empower the others. The first major is the openness. Openness means we are so much open and curious about the world, the people, the environment, the situations, and we are so eager to learn every time new things, and we enjoy new experiences. And while we are enjoying new experiences, it's definite we are going to face a lot many challenges. But we are enjoying to tackle that challenge also. And while facing the challenges, we are so creative because we are open. And because of that, our abstract thinking will be increased automatically because we'll become so imaginative. So imaginative. So there's only one thing, just by just opening your wings, just opening your mind, you're opening your brain, all the channels are open. It means you're ready to embrace all sorts of experiences, challenges, creativity, and developing your abstract thinking. So this is the first thing we need to assess for us. Are we open for all these new things? Are we curious to learn so many things? Right? So this is the first. Now the second. Second, we need to see ourselves through this frame.
तीन पेपर है सर।
Second,
तीन से बोलो। दो इधर आला है, तीन दो पेपर है, टू गेट।
Dr. Pankaj, can you mute yourself? Yes.
हाँ। तो बोलो वेगळे मुलांचे आहे ना सर ते? कोणाचं तो राहिला, कोणाचं तो राहिला, कोणाचं तो राहिला. तर ज्यांचं एक राहिलेलं आहे तर ते
just mute yourself.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. Right. So second quality, second trait is consciousness. We need to check in ourselves. Consciousness means the thoughtfulness. We need to control our impulses, right? We need to pay a simple, very small details. We need to pay the attention to details, and we enjoy the fixed schedule. We need to plan ahead and think about the behavior, our behavior, which is affecting others, and we are very, very mindful to deadlines. These are called consciousness. Consciousness means you have complete control upon your impulses, upon your thought, upon your behavior, and you are aware that what sort of behavior is giving the effect to others, and you are very much planful and having the deadlines, and you are conscious about that. That means you are conscious. So we need to check. This is second quality, right? Now the third, which is really big quality, that is extraversion. Extrovert, we can say extrovert also. What is this trait is all about, right? Because these are the very powerful, successful traits. It means the person who enjoys being the center of attention, right? The person initiates the conversation. The person enjoys meeting new people, and the person enjoys a wide social circle, right? And it's very easy to make new friends, and he or she feels so much energized and around with other people, and the person says things before saying anything. This is called extraversion, because if we want to grow vertically, we need to inculcate, because personality is nothing like static. It's kinesthetic, right? It's all the time, it's moving, it's all the time, it is developing, right? So we need to check whether these are the capabilities we have or not, whether we have the trait is not. If it is not there, or we find that it is not that full-fledged, we need to inculcate step by step, right? Now the fourth is agreeableness. Agreeable means I have a lot of interest in other people. I care about others. I feel empathy and concern for other people, and I enjoy helping and contributing to the happiness of others and assist them in need of help. This quality is agreeableness. This is the very, very big quality of leaders, right? And the fifth one is resilience. We can understand this quality as, suppose we have three metal sheets. One is the copper, one is silver, and one is steel. right? And with the same amount of pressure, I'm just hammering to all the 3 sheets with the same amount of pressure, right? Now, can you believe that all the 3 sheets will react in the same way, or their reaction will be different, right? Copper almost break down. Silver, it will be molded to some extent, and steel, only few scratches will be there. That is resilience. Resilience means whatever the pressure is there, you have your internal power, how to think about the situation, how to behave regarding the situation, no reaction, you are supposed to respond. That is your internal power. It means you are emotionally stable, you are able to deal with pressure, still you are relaxed, and you have the capability to bounce back, right? So these are the 5 traits we are supposed to check whether it is there with me or not, because these are the traits if we are going to discover in the young brain or in our students, it means we are creating very resilient citizens, right? And now the point is how to do that, because it's very easy to speak, but how to do that? The process is also very simple. Whatever the situation you're coming across, start giving a different meaning to situation, right? Different meaning. Suppose one situation, we all are suffering. One situation is Corona, okay? So your chat box is open. So can you write down your meaning to Corona only in one statement or one word? Just put it down. Put it down in your chat box. Just give a different meaning to Corona. What people are giving you, just give the different meaning. Yeah. Hi, yes, yes. Yeah. Can you read the chat box? Yes, yes. Self-care and opportunity to rethink. Yes, very nice. Anybody else? Give a different meaning to Corona. Yes. Anybody else? Yes. Empathy person. Yes. Huh? Right. Yes, uniting the family. Very good, Dr. Grace. Yeah, Sushma, time to upskill. Yes, control urge to go for gathering. An opportunity, Dr. Pankaj, opportunity cost. Very good. Right. Uncertainty, stress manager. Beautiful responses. Anybody else? Anybody else? Right. Opportunity to being with ourselves. Be patient. So beautiful. Right. So that's how. Wow, strengthen us, right? Revati, very good. Strengthen us. Okay. So now see, one more thing. Know thyself. One more thing. We are into the webinar, okay? You just gave a very different meaning to webinar. Just put it in the chat box. Just give a different meaning to webinar. Whatever comes up in your mind. In one word or one statement. Yeah, put it in the chat box. I would like to read. Yes, learner to unite us. Yes. Yes, Mani, very good. Yes, knowledge gathering. Gaining knowledge, yes. Yes, yes. What next? What next? What is coming in your mind? You can put it. Diversity, sharing information, sci-fi film coming. Oh, wow, very good. Okay, integration program, motivation, sharing some topic online to gain knowledge. Oh my God, that. Now see, when you are giving a different meaning to the same situation, you are distance socializing, beautiful knowledge sharing, updated conversation. Wow, wow, to aware us, beautiful. Now see, situation is one. Just by giving a different meaning, you are creating a different internal representation that is going to decide your emotion, your action, right? So whatever the meaning, suppose some accident took place. If you are giving the meaning, oh my God, I'm alive, I'm saved. Your feelings are different. Your performance is different. Your talking style will be different. Right? So whatever the meaning you want to put, you just check yourself whether you are comfortable to give that meaning or not, because that is going to decide your mindset, your behavior pattern, and your emotions, right? So, one sec, right. So now the point is, who can do all these things? These 5 qualities, okay? And changing the meaning. We can do all these things because the faculty who carries the growth mindset can do anything, because we need to understand clarity is the power. The vision is the power. We need to be so clear. What do we want in our life? Why are we here in this profession? We are so much empowered by in this profession. We are designed. Our brain is designed to sculpt the young brains, to sculpt the young citizen, to inculcate so many good things in their mind, in their body, and in their energy and enthusiasm. So the clarity must be there, and we need to be so much passionate about it. Now the confidence must be there and the full of energy and enthusiasm, and we need to be self-motivated. If we are having this type of growth mindset, it means Nishchay buddhi vijayanti and Sanshay buddhi vinashyanti. It means if you are very much sure about our vision, we are passionate to do that, we are confident, yes, we can achieve it, and we are energetic and enthusiastic, self-motivated, means we are going to be the victorious person. So again, I'm going to show you how to do that, because this is the preparation, this is the priming of mentorship. Okay, one sec. I'll just show it to you. Right. Okay. Now, first is the attitude. How to achieve all these things within us. First is the attitude, because we are seeing so many times, and the majority of the people who are talking about it's very difficult because of him, I could not do that because of the environment, because of the network, because of his behavior, or because the unsupportive environment, I was not able to achieve that. If the person is saying, like, blaming the things, putting their time in the gossiping and talking about so many negativity, these are the people who are the reasoning mindset. Reasoning mindset means they are giving all the causes, all the reasons for not doing the task. And slowly, you cannot believe that these are the people. Slowly they become so helpless, so pathetic, and they are just like the creepers only, right? They are not doing anything bad to them, but they are abusing their qualities, they're abusing their potentials, and they are giving reasons for not doing the things. So we need to, as a growth mindset, we need to shift to the result mindset. And result mindset means the vocabulary should be always, it is possible, I can do that, give me some time, I'll take the responsibility, and I'll find somewhere the resources, the support system, and let me see how many ways I can complete the task. Results means you are focused, it is possible, and let me do that. It means you are able to take charge of the task, you are able to do the task, and you are so reliable, you are trustworthy, and you are valid to do the task, and people will start showing their trust on you, and that's how your confidence will be increased every time. That's how the result mindset is there. It means our focus should be on the outcome, and the potential is here. All the resources are within, and our vocabulary is the connecting tool towards me and towards the task. If both are merged, it means everything is possible. So first, because if we can do, we can make others do. So first, the attitude. Attitude should not be reactive, not be helpless, not be blame game. It should be proactive, possible every time. Let me find the ways. And if the challenges are there, they are not in the way, this is the way. Let me cross the challenge, right? So this is the first thing, is the result attitude or the outcome attitude. Now the second, we all are focused on the results. Results means whether we are doing hard work or not, we all are thinking about the high quality results. Always the outcome should be like this, the students or we as the mentors, right? But we remember that if we want the very high quality results, what we are supposed to do? We are supposed to take high quality action. Okay, if that is not corresponding, it's not possible you are going to get the results. So high quality action is the only thing which can give the highest quality of results. But sometimes it happens, we are choosing the results, and we are taking the actions also and trying to take the action, but still we are not finding the result. The reason is we are not mentally prepared, we are not emotionally prepared, because a state means your emotional energy. That is the fuel in the spacecraft, right? That is the power which is driving us to do certain actions. And if we are emotionally very high, very charged, means the quality of action will be very high, and so is the result. So our emotional energy, that's how many times you might be facing also in your classroom, also with your students also. The students are very much aware what to achieve, what sort of exams they are going to attempt. They are trying to take the actions also, but in between somewhere they lose their interest, they lose their passion, they lose their energy. The reason is they are not emotionally charged, they are not mentally ready, right? So that's how that perseverance is not there, that consistent result is not there. So the major part is state is the force, it is the energy, it is your emotion, right? So emotions, how we can create that high quality emotion which triggers my action and which triggers the result. So it's so simple. Two things. These are the two ways how to develop your emotional energy to the optimum level, right? The first is your focus. Suppose if your student is focusing on, it's very tough how to prepare, that might be possible if I could not clear the exam, then what will happen? If the focus is on the negative, if the focus is on the failure, if the focus is on the helplessness, it means the what should be the quality of action he's supposed to take and what is going to be the results. The focus is going to decide what your result is going to be. Okay, so if we are supposed to just shift the focus, the whole action and the result will be shifted. Now let me show you how to do that. Focus. Usually people, because we are into consultation for the last 20 years and daily we are seeing so many patients. And the one common problem is there with them. They are very much focused what they don't want in their life. They don't want misery. They don't want sadness. They don't want their in-laws. They don't want their spouse or irritating spouse, right? So they're all the time talking, I don't want this, I don't want this. But the science says our brain cannot process the word not. The whole focus goes to, if you don't want your in-laws, not hata do, just remove not and see what do you want, right? Just let's say the example, you all guys, wherever you are sitting, you just keep your eyes closed and just you visualize, but I'm telling you not to visualize. Don't visualize the pink elephant who has 4 legs, one beautiful tail. The complete color is pink color. Don't see that, right? Now open your eyes. What are you looking at? It is the pink elephant. It means the more and more you are saying, I don't want, you are triggering yourself towards that only. So you need to be very clear, what do you want? Okay, and it should be in very affirmative sentence, very crystal clear, so your brain will get the perfect knowledge what to get, what to inculcate, what to get from the environment. Okay, because the rule is where the attention goes, energy flows and that thing grows, right? Okay, so this is all about focus, and I'm giving you a very scientific theory also. I'm just showing you the video. Okay, you just see that. And this is our brain. Okay, brain is getting your brain is getting from the 5 senses, 5 main senses per second, 11 million bits of information. 11 million bits of information, whatever you're seeing or hearing or you're touching, wherever you are sitting, every second you're not only listening to me, but so many other information is also going there, right? But our brain has the capacity to process only 60 bits of information per second. It is just like the software. If so many software are uploaded in that, the computer will be crashed. In the same way, our brain has got the inbuilt three system: delete, distort, and generalize. Delete, distort, and generalize means the brain process only 60 bits of information to what is happening to the other information. It means it got deleted or sometimes distorted or generalized. Oh, I know that. And we are not registering that information. Okay. I'm just giving you, just showing new thing. Okay. Now see, I'm showing you this room, and you are supposed to see all the red things, everything which is of color red, 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 all the red things. Just observe and keep it in your mind, only red. And as you have already seen all the red, I'm not going to ask you, I'm just asking you what were there in the blue color. Okay, what were there in the blue color? Now see how your brain process whatever the intention or the command you have given to your brain. That brain is going to take all the information related to that only and deleting all the other information. That's how you need to be very careful while you are teaching your class, because your every instruction is catching their brain power and they are going to process that information. So your lecture should be so much innovative and so much energetic and enthusiastic, so the people can receive only that information what you are serving and avoiding and deleting all the other things. Now see, everything which is of blue, your brain cannot register. That's how your brain is working. Okay, and once we are very much aware about all these things, so we need to be very clear about how to teach and what to teach and how to deliver. Now the next is, I'm showing you one second. Okay, so this is about the focus. How we can change our emotion just by changing our focus. If you are deciding everything is going to be perfect, I have all the resources and let me start using my resources to get my outcome. If that is there, it means you are emotionally high, your action will be high and your result will be high. Now the second point, how to go again the emotionally charged. The second is the physiology, and it is very, very scientific. Physiology means, now see the left part of the picture, all the three pictures, somewhere the people are looking sad, low, depressed, hopeless, frustrated, right? Could you believe that these are the right material to be successful or to be assertive in their life or to see the brighter side of the life? No way. And now see the right side part of the body, right? All the positive, hopeful, optimistic, full of energy, full of enthusiasm, and ready to face all the challenges in the life. It's only the physiology is telling us so many things. Okay? So now I'm telling you how the scientific thing works. Suppose if I'm sitting like this, right? This is the position, or you're sitting like this and you're thinking something. Do you remember that while you were a child, while you're sitting like this and you're putting your fingers on your head, your parent, your mom or dad is telling, are you thinking about something? You're worried? You want to share something? Right? This is the body language is telling you so much. This is not a very good physiology. If we are taking the physiology where your head is straight, your eyes are into the person, your shoulders are square, your back is straight, and your legs are firm on the floor. This is called the power position. How much low you are feeling, how much sad you are feeling, how much depressed you are feeling. Still, if you can carry the body language of a powerful person, of a very energetic and enthusiastic person, you cannot believe this. In psychology, it is called power position. If you're feeling low, you just take that position, keep your shoulders square, head straight, back straight, firm on the leg, and your both hands should be on the waist. And just close your eyes and take a deep long breath twice or thrice and start visualizing yourself as a Wonder Woman, power woman, or the powerful man. just in 2 minutes. You cannot believe that in 2 minutes, 20% testosterone level will be high whether you are male or female, right? 22% cortisol level will be down, that is the stress hormone, and 33% probability to take the action for that goal when you were apprehensive about. That is the miracle of physiology, and just by changing your body language of physiology, you can change your emotion. That's how you can change the best action, and that's how you'll get the results. So we need to understand while we are taking the classes, while we are delivering the lectures, our body language, this is the most important part, because in the next slide you are going to see that your body language is speaking 55% of knowledge. Your voice modulation is 38% of knowledge, and it's only 7% words we are using, it is going inside the brain. Only 7%. So how much important as a mentor, the way you talk, the way you walk, the way you dress up, the way you stand, the way you sit, the way you come out of the car. That means you're actually giving the knowledge not only through words, but through the complete package of your body, your mind, your words, right? So that is called physiology. Okay. Now, I'm showing you a few things. People are very much conscious how to talk with others to make the relationship, right? But I'm telling you, being a psychologist, hypnotherapist, doing so many exercises of visualization, meditation, so many things we are doing to help the client. It's not important how to talk with others. The most important thing, how to talk with the self. This is called transformational vocabulary, and this is called TV also. There's one TV which is delivering you so many things. Most of the time it is nonsense, but this TV is your internal TV, how you talk to yourself. And suppose if I'm talking to you and I'm asking you, how are you? Majority of the people say, fine. This is very low frequency word. Low frequency means I am giving you the opportunity to describe about yourself. So you give the description to the best. Choose the best powerful words because you got the opportunity to tell something about yourself. So what should be the words? Unstoppable, unbeatable, unshakable, incredible. This should be the vocabulary. I'm so excited, fabulous, fantastic, tremendous, vivacious, magical, captivating, extraordinary, brilliant, spectacular. Now see the frequency of these words, because every word is responsible to create every cell of the body, to create every texture of the hair, and create the aura, because you are giving knowledge with this aura and this body with this mouth. So you need to radiate that power, that energy. So once the person is having that energy, means you have the authority about the knowledge. So if we are able to choose this transformational vocabulary, we are in the best possible way transforming the people and transferring the knowledge, right? So this is, and you can choose yours. You find the best words from Google and write down at least 50 words. You write down and start using for yourself, because if the person is using the best vocabulary for self, it's certain they are using the same vocabulary for others, and these are the people are very infectious, right? These are very contagious, and people love to be with these type of people, right? Okay, so this is self-talk, and in the same way, the statement should be, because all these high frequency words are charging you through your emotions, right? So These are the I'm unbeatable, unstoppable, unshakable. My energy, confidence, power is increasing every day. I'm becoming focused, precise, disciplined. The whole universal energy is engrossed to strengthen my potential. I'm the power, I'm the energy, I'm the force, I'm the creator of my destiny. I'm crafting it to the best. These are the things which is giving you so much energy, so much power, right? So now, see one more thing. Are you able to see, right? I'm just showing you how it works wonderfully, and it's such a scientific process. Thought is the seed, right? We are not supposed to focus too much what we are talking to others, what we are thinking, because continuous thought is creating the feeling and the chemical change in the brain. And that feeling, if that is entertained for a few seconds more, your body is ready to take the action in that certain manner. And if the reaction is repeated, that is going to become your habit, and that's how your traits, your character, and your personality is built up. So we are not here to work so many things about the feeling, action, habit, and character. We are supposed to put seeds of power, seeds of encouragement, seeds of motivation, and seeds of all the resources are within, and I can do anything. Is thought will decide the destiny, your personality, your character, your aura, and the manifestation, right? So this is very, very important. And the next is, because we are in the profession of communication, we are in the profession of transforming the knowledge, we are in the profession of delivering the information. So we need to understand this Albert Malbian communication model, because in the last session, a few questions were there related to whether we can be substituted by technology, right? Now see the answers. Whatever we are saying, because we are focusing too much upon the words, about the grammar, about the phonics, about the pronunciation, but you just see the impact. It's only about 7% of the complete package of knowledge. But how to deliver that word, that is the most important thing, because 30% your voice modulation, your pitch, your timbre, your tone, from where the voice is coming, that gives the strengthening to your knowledge. And 55% is your physiology, right? That's how the class is very important, because you are not saying the words what computer is saying and what the Google is saying. You are talking through your body, because brain understand only 55% physiology, the body language, and you cannot believe that. Your lecture of 40 minutes or 1.5 hours, 93% information is going through unconscious. Only 7% information is conscious. What is that unconscious 93%? Your body language, your voice, your going back, coming again, ahead, tone, modulation. These are creating the impact to the whole chapter, right? And that's how your knowledge is getting fit into the unconscious mind. And that's why sometimes or multiple times your students are telling, I was not able to recall the words, but I was able to recall where the teacher was standing, what she was wearing, and now I can see she was doing like this, and then only the person can recollect the words. It means 93% communication is non-verbal. So how much important the classroom teachings, your physiology up to the mark, your voice modulation up to the mark. And what should be there in voice modulation? How much high, low, whether you are melodic or the monotonous, tempo is fast or low, how much pauses you are giving, your temper is clean or distorted, volume loud or soft, and where's the location? Because you might have heard that many people are saying, I love you, but I love you is coming from where? I hate you is coming from where? That gives the impact to your words, right? And physiology. your facial expression, your posture, your gesture, your eye contact, how your hands are moving, right? I was told about the openness. If your body language is like this and you're taking the class, you're not doing the justice to your information. You need to be open. You are open to give and you're open to receive. That's how the interperson, right? That's how the engagement in the class is there, right? So we need to work on that. And suppose I'm just giving you one demo. Suppose I'm telling you, I'm confident. This is one statement. I'm confident. So I'm just using the word first time. Then I'll use the tonality, voice modulation. Then I'll use the body language. I'll take three steps to get the momentum. Okay. And then you are going to tell me which one is the most powerful, right? Okay. Now the first one, only the word. I'm confident. I'm confident. I'm confident. This was first one. I'm using only word during the lecture. Now the second, I'm using the voice modulation. I'm confident. I'm confident. I'm confident. This is the second. Now I'm using the body language also, right? I'm confident. I'm confident. I'm confident, right? And now you put on the chat box, which is the most powerful? Which is the most first, second, or the third one? And most effective? You just put it in the chat box. Put it in the chat box. Yes. Yes, put it in the chat box. Third one. Yes. Third one. Yes. Dr. Ajay. Yes. Third one. Third one. Yes. Third one. Yes. So all are agreeing? Okay, now the third part, it means while you are delivering the lecture, while you are taking the class, while you are talking to your students, so remember that you are giving the knowledge, 93% that is unconscious, it is coming from your body, it is coming from your voice. Only 7% is the verb, the verbal thing you are giving to them. Okay, so, and the last point, yes, Dr. Anushri, is third, right? So last point is, it is very important in the mentorship, balance of IQ, EQ, and SQ. How to do that? Because we all are very intelligent. Our students, because they are studying in the college, they are also intelligent. But this corona or the pandemic time has taught us so many things, how much intelligent you are, but if you are not highly qualified in emotional balance, emotional quotient, your intelligence won't work in the time of crisis. So our emotional quotient comes from the meaning of success. 20% mechanics and 80% your psychology, how you think, how you talk, what is your attitude, what is your belief system about yourself. That is going to create your EQ. It means now the third, which is the most important part, is meditation. That is the spiritual quotient. That is spiritual quotient taught us. In the time of crisis, in the time of critical moment, in the time of physical injury, in the time of diseases, in the time when the family, someone is leaving his body, someone is not with us, someone is very sick, and the job is not there at that moment. Who is there with me? Who is telling me, you still have the potential, you still have the purpose, I trust you, that's why you are alive in the universe. That is the only one entity, and that one entity is called God, universe, cosmos, Bhagwan, Khuda, whatever the word you are going to say, but someone is there beyond you, beyond your power and energy. If we as the mentor are truly believing that power, that energy, because until and unless we don't believe, we are not able to connect. Until the connection is not there, we are not able to receive that power, receive that energy, right? So we need to trust, we need to believe in that, and that's how we need to do the meditation regularly. Because if we are doing, then only we can say to others. And meditation is the nutrition of mind, and mind is everything. Mind is the manufacturing unit of thoughts. Okay, so if we are giving the very powerful thoughts to our mind, it means that is the nutrition. If we are giving 3 times, 5 times food to our body, it's very important to give food to our mind also, right? So meditation is very important. So, and I think morning and evening, both the time you need to do, that's how we can become the real mentor and the real model for the youngsters. Okay, so I've told you 5 things, right, to get the transformational mentorship. Number 1, growth mindset. It means the clarity, passion, confidence, and enthusiasm must be there. Second is the attitude. Attitude, no reaction, proactive, result oriented attitude. Third is state or emotion management, 2 ways. Focus only on the positive and your body language, right? And the fourth is your communication model, your communication or the interpersonal relation, where 55% your body language, 38% the way you talk, and only 7% what you say. And last one is the universal skill, that is meditation. If all the 5 things are there in your hand, then the fist got the power, got the energy, and then you can do anything and use it whatever the way you like. Okay, that's all for today's session, and thank you so much. Thank you so much, and the platform is open to for questions.
Thank you, ma'am. That was a fantastic session.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, even I'm trying to use good, proper, positive vocabulary thanks to
Yes.
your session. If any of the participants have got any questions, you're requested to please type it in the chat box so that we can have Madam answer those questions. Any questions?
Okay, all the queries are solved.
No, I think there's an interesting question by Mr. Srinivas. Atal
Mhm.
Bihari Vajpayee and APJ Abdul Kalam had no body movement. Still, they were very impressive. How would you look at this?
Right, right. So now the point is, we are talking, these are the personalities. Personalities are created by the thinking, and that's how they are creating that aura. And why we are delivering the complete aura is talking. Okay, so we are talking about the general psychology, right? Because every time some specific personalities are there, some specific incidences are there, and these are the very specific few people are there. But while we are talking about the rule, it is rule for the general people. And you can experiment with that also. Okay. If your body language is open, it is working, that's how you are delivering the whole thing. Okay. So we can see the difference between Mr. Modi also and Mr. Atal Bihari Vajpayee also. Okay. So how we can connect with the people. We connect with the people first through this, then how that they deliver, and then only we focus on the words. To get impressed, we need to take some time if the person is not having any body language and just speaking. That's how I understand, and that's how we are doing the practice. And you can also experiment with that without saying, without moving anybody, and without voice modulation. You just speak and see how much effective you are. Okay, that's my answer.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
There's another question from Mr. Devesh Bhattacharya. He is
Mhm.
asking, how can one teacher mentor the students who are at mediocre level and not so motivated? So how can a teacher mentor such students?
How the mentors can.
How a teacher can mentor students who are mediocre and who are
Mhm.
not so motivated? So
Right.
how can a teacher mentor such students who are just average and not motivated?
Absolutely. It's a beautiful answer. Now let's see, what is the role of mentor? Mentor is there to develop the qualities of the student, right? Who is not motivated. And why not motivated? The reason is very simple. The student is not aware why to do all these things. Because why is the force, that is the energy which triggers the student. And if the why is not clear, so we mentors are here to give them or aware them why you are supposed to do, and then only he or she can be motivated. And very important part, who is telling all these things? That's why your personality is playing a very important role while you are talking to your student who is not motivated. Right? So my suggestion to that, number one, you must be highly motivated. Number two, if the person is not motivated, there's only one thing, that is why is not clear. That question is not solved. Because why is the motivation? Why is the perseverance? Why is the purpose to do certain tasks? So that why should be clear to that student, right? Yeah, that's my answer.
Thank you, ma'am. There's another question from, there are a lot of questions coming. Yeah, Dr. Pramil Kumar Panda. He is saying, ma'am, the session is on the role of mentorship in higher education. However, you talked about personality. Kindly throw some light on how to be a good mentor to effectively influence the mentees.
Right. Mentor is, what is the entity in mentor? Right? What are the resources? Your personality, your knowledge, and how to deliver, right? These are the three things in mentorship. So if you're working on the resources, if you're working on the core, you will develop that influence, that develop power, so that when the powerful person is delivering something, it makes sense, right? So mentorship is all about, first, you need to develop all the good qualities, what 5 qualities I've told you. And if you have developed this quality, that's how you can mentor the others also, right? So it's not about just the personality, because your personality is the greatest thing with knowledge. Hmm? Because these two things are coming together, then only you are influential, then only you are able to give something, some difference in the lives of others. So that's how, according to me, personality is very important, how to deliver the knowledge is very important, and your knowledge about the subject is also very important. All the three things comes under the mentorship.
There's another question from Fernandez Joseph John. His question is, how can a student coming from a dysfunction family be raised through SQ rather than IQ and EQ through proper mentoring by a faculty?
Beautiful. IQ, it is there. Whatever the background the child is coming or the student is coming, IQ is already there. That's why the person is there in your college. Number two is the EQ. Okay? EQ, emotional quotient. I'm just telling you very simple thing. Emotional quotient means how to detach yourself from the situation or the person and start looking from the different perspective to help the person or to overcome the situation. That is EQ, right? And now the third is spiritual quotient. Whatever the background is there, everybody can at some point of time experience that some strength, some power, some energy is working behind us, right? When we are very hopeless, someone is there with us, and again we are again back to the track, again we are motivated. So when the person who is coming from the very lower strata, IQ is absolutely fantastic, EQ might be little bit down, but still with the help of spiritual quotient, we can teach them the meditation part, because while doing meditation, we are connecting to the self and we understand people and the situation can never define us. It's only we who can define our potentials. right? So it is connecting to self, means you are aware about self and you are aware about the entity which is giving you the opportunity for tough situations to grow above. So that's how, with the help of SQ is simple, just coming through the meditation. If we are teaching the child these meditation techniques, so they will also learn and they will develop their EQ also. Right? That's how we can help the child with the spiritual quotient. Yeah, thank you, ma'am. One question, Dr. Fernandez. And can you read out, ma'am? Music therapy, it was a question related to music therapy. Am I audible?
Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am, you are audible. There's
Yes.
another question for you from Taruna Tyagi.
Okay.
Body language does have a great impact on students, or specifically it's important in lecture method. But during online lectures, we present the content online, where body language is lesser visible. So how
Yes.
to make it more influencing and effective online?
Yes, ma'am. It's very important because we know that body language works wonders. Now we can substitute that with the visuals. While we are giving the presentation, if the videos are there or if the visuals are there, so we can substitute with the body language, right? Because because we are dealing with the three type of people. One is the visual, second is the auditory, and third is the kinesthetic, right? So majority of the people are visual. They learn from looking at the thing. They learn from seeing the things. Few are auditory. They are listening and they are creating their own imagination. And very few are kinesthetic. They are doing something and then learning. So because we are somewhere limited through these webinars, so what we can do, we can start presenting the visuals or the videos related to our topic. So we can substitute this if you are not able to show the body language. Yes? Yes, ma'am.
Yes, there's another interesting question from Dr. Grace Shanti. The question is, how can we handle students who give excuses at every point? I think that is a common concern of all the participants here. So how do we
Yes.
handle such students?
Right. This is absolutely fantastic, actually, and we must be aware about it. I have just shown you one slide. Reason versus result. Majority of the people are coming in this side. Reasons. They are just giving the excuses not to do the task, right? But all these, remember that they are not aware about their potential. Number two, they are not aware about they are having the resources to complete the task. Means the awareness problem is there. And number three, they don't know the ways how to do that, right? They are only aware what to do that. So in neuro-linguistics program training, we are giving very beautiful technique that is called anchoring technique. Within 30 to 40 minutes, the person, whatever, the poorly motivated, not willing to do that, within 40 minutes, what we do in that, it's a process of visualization. And in this process, we anchor all the motivating and highly powerful activities in his body somewhere. And whenever he needs that energy to do the task, he just fires that, press the button, right, which is which is anchored in the visualization, and he feels that motivated. So I can suggest, number one, these are the students who are not aware about their resources and potential. They can take the session of neuro-linguistic program. In one session, we can create the wonders, because we are facing so many students who are not able to do whatever they deserve. And number two, you make them aware about their qualities, whatever. Might be possible they are not doing well in studies, but they must be doing well in cricket. They must be doing well in football, music, dance, or karate, or photography. So how can we motivate them? Not focusing what they are not able to do, but we need to focus on these other things which they are doing very nicely, and we empower them from there, and then the energy can be transferred to the studies also. Right? So if we are focusing only on the things which they are not able to do, we are disempowering. If you are able to focus on the energy, whatever they are already doing nicely, it means we are empowering, and then the person himself or herself can shift their power to the task which is actually very important to the career of the future. That's how we can do. And NLP Neuro Linguistic Program, one session will work wonders with all these things. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It's my pleasure, ma'am.
There is one more question from SL Samrat. Whether you think you can or whether you think you can't, you are right. Should we agree with this statement?
Whether you can think and
Whether you think you can or whether you think you can't, you are right. You
Absolutely.
are right. Yeah. Should we agree with this statement? That is what he's asking.
Absolutely, absolutely, because only your word can define your potential. If you are thinking you can, it means you can. Whatever the word you say, I've shown you the slide. Your feeling will be there and your body is getting ready to take the action. If you're saying you cannot, that helpless feeling will be there and your body is not ready to take the action. In both ways, you're absolutely correct. Both ways. So it's very important how to talk to self.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
There is a second question from Fernandez Joseph John. Can good instrumental music therapy be used other than meditation techniques of
Yes.
just concentrating on self?
Absolutely. We are called these music, that is alpha music. We usually prefer alpha music. This is, we can say that instrumental meditational music in answer. It's there in the YouTube also. This is called alpha music. What happens in music? It triggers certain part of the brain which is making you vigilant but simultaneously silent, and you are in a receptive mode, right? Receptive mode of the information. So if you are listening while you're studying, while you are making your notes, if you are listening this alpha music, your brain will become very receptive for new knowledge, and this music works wonders, right? So sometimes aroma also works wonders. This is aromatherapy also, music therapy is also very nice to create a lot of concentration, focus, right? Yes.
Yes,
Ma'am.
I think that's all, ma'am. Any other questions from any of the participants? Any other questions? We can have a few more questions. Any participant has got any other question?
Ma'am, can I add my question?
Yes, yes, sure. Please introduce yourself first.
Myself, Rekha Bhanera. Okay, my question is, ma'am, some students are comparative. Okay, so sometimes we are appreciating one student, and other student will feel like depressed, and accordingly they are feeling that I am not able to do that thing. So at that time, how to manage the situation, ma'am? Or how to manage that?
Right. Rekha ma'am,
Yes.
while you are appreciating one person, right, and you are very much aware the student who is sitting beside to this boy or girl, they are feeling somewhere feeling inferior because they are not able to do that what you are expecting, and you are noticing both the things. Okay.
Yes.
So number one, you do your task very honestly, very genuinely with the boy or the girl with whom we really want to appreciate for certain things. But if you have observed that, okay, the other person is not very much comfortable, you need to approach that person also and remember that. As I'm just putting on the specs now, this spec says this spec has the specialty to see all the good things in others. If the other person is not good in the certain task, must be good in another task. Okay? But we as a mentor, we must be able to see all the good things in our students. And if we can appreciate for other tasks to the same different boy, so I think that boy can never feel that inferiority complex. Right? And we all are unique. Whatever you are having, might be possible I don't have. Whatever I'm having, you don't have. So the acceptability will be there. but they need mentors or the teachers' appreciation and their attention. Okay, in
Okay.
whatever the possible way. So we need to focus on all the students, and we need to focus on their good qualities. Right, Rekaman?
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah, welcome.
Okay, I think that is all for the day, ma'am.
Yeah.
Uh, I'm so thankful for such an insightful session on mentorship, role of mentorship in higher education. I'm sure all our participants will benefit immensely from your insights.
Thank
Just to sum the session up, ma'am, ma'am began with a quote on, that highlighted the importance of education. And she addressed the insecurity that is there in the minds of all the faculty members. Can technology replace teachers? She said no. So a shout out loud to her for that. Thank you, ma'am. She says that in the current times, because of online classes and education, there is no boundaries. And that is the reason why, along with our students, even faculty members need to embrace innovation and technology. She highlighted that in the current scenario, only IQ is not important, but emotional quotient and spiritual quotient is more important than intelligence quotient. Um, Ma'am took us through the 6 levels of neurological levels, starting with environment level, behavioral level, skill and capacity enhancement level, values and beliefs level, identity level, and the spirituality level, that is developing the ability in oneself to look at the bigger picture. Ma'am uh, brought out a very interesting point that college gives students only 20% of what is required to really grow as a person. That is, they can grow like a creeper, but in order to achieve vertical growth, to make their stem strong, it is required to work on their psychological side of the personality, which is contributing 80% to the growth of the mentees. Then she highlighted the big 5 personality traits, starting with openness to experience, conscientiousness, extraversion, agreeableness, and resilience. She highlighted how these qualities must be developed in the mentees as well as the faculty first, so that our mentees can observe us and learn from us. There are many other things which ma'am took us through and discussed in this session. She also highlighted the importance of self-talk, and she introduced us to another acronym, that is TV, that is transformational vocabulary. She told that there is a need to shift our mindset from being reactive to proactive, from giving a different meaning to the current situation to create a positive spin on things. And she highlighted the importance of having focus in our life. I really thank you, ma'am, from the bottom of my heart, and belong on behalf of CSIBER, on behalf of my colleague, Dr. C.S. Kare, who's the coordinator of this FDP, for such a wonderful session. Thank you, ma'am. Have a nice
Thank
day,
you.
everybody.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, and thank you so much, all the participants, and
Thank
all
you.
the best. All the best. Yeah. Thank
Yes.
you. Yeah.
One small announcement for the participants. You already have the schedule with you, but we'll be starting the next session at 2:30 a.m. PM sharp. Sorry. Yeah. Thank you.